What do you get when you put 2000 volt of power, a maximum speed of about 70 km per hour and a 60 watt 20 amp battery that covers up to 75 km of range into one electric scooter? You get a best-selling machine that no longer looks like a classic city scooter but looks like a serious vehicle for faster and more dynamic driving. The KuKirin G4 combines a powerful engine, large battery capacity and 11-inch tires that maintain stability even at higher speeds, while the double suspension and disc brakes further increase control and driving safely. While this is one of their best-selling models, we will find out today in this KuKirin G4 video review. The box itself makes it clear that this is not a classic light product. The packaging is massive, everything is well secured, and it immediately gives the impression that something serious is coming inside. Inside comes an almost completely assembled scooter along with the basic tools and screws, a charger, a detailed manual, additional parts such as the rear and the front mudguards. Everything is very simple. Without complications, we have to mount those mudguards, tighten the handlebars, and in a few steps you are ready for your first ride. The design of the G4 model clearly goes in the direction of strength and stability, not minimalism. The lines are sharp, the proportions are wide, and the whole look gives the impression of a machine that is made to dominate the road, not to hide in the city traffic. Visually, the KuKirin G2 follows the brand's recognizable design language, a combination of black, grey and orange accent that gives a slightly aggressive, almost off-road-inspired look. The standing deck is one of the most important elements, and here it is done exceptionally well. The space is not limited but allows for a natural position of the legs. When you step on it for the first time, the platform immediately gives you a stable and wide standing position, which makes a big difference in confidence, especially if you are coming from the smaller scooter. The handlebars are wide and give you a good sense of control even before you start moving. Everything feels proportionate for stability rather than compact portability, and that sets the tone for the entire riding experience. Let's also mention that the load capacity of up to 120 kg means that the scooter is suitable for a wide range of users. The KuKirin G4 is equipped with a modern LCD dual touchscreen that gives the entire scooter a premium feel. The interface is clear and easy to use and displays all the most important information in one place, such as current speed, battery status, selected driving modes and mileage. The screen allows you to quickly change driving modes and control basic functions such as turning on the light, driving modes and so on. Everything is logically arranged, so you will quickly get used to it. The controls on the handlebars are really minimal and only the necessary ones. So on the left side we have the turn signal button and the electric horn. On the right side we find the ignition button and the thumb throttle, which is quite pleasant and responsible to touch. Of course, there is also a rear and front brake levers. Everything is really within reach and intuitively arranged. Right on the front of the screen in that module we find the headlights, which is strong enough to make driving at night not a problem, and right next to it are the turn signals. It gives a good view of the road ahead and allows for safe driving in poor visibility conditions. The taillight is bright and clear visible, especially when braking. They are also accompanied by turning signals, which are a big plus for a city driving because they allow better communication with other traffic users, although the rear ones could be a little more pronounced. At the very heart of this machine is an excellent 2000-watt motor that completely defines the character of the ride. From the first turn of the throttle, you can feel that the power is not just a number on the paper, but a real and constantly available force. Acceleration is particularly interesting because it is not aggressive in the uncontrolled way. Instead of a sudden hit, the power comes linearly, which makes the scooter easy to control even if you are not used to this level of performance. In the city driving, that means very fast and safe movement from one place to another without hesitation in the traffic. On uphill, the G4 shows its true strength. Where smaller scooters lose speed and start to suffer, this model maintains a stable pace and continues to climb without dramatic drops in performance. The scooter offers 3 riding modes. Eco mode is limited to 20 km for smooth and energy-efficient riding. Urban mode reaches up to 40 km and it is one you will use most often for everyday commuting, while the sport mode unlocks the full potential with a top speed of 70 km per hour, making it ideal for open roads and longer stretches. The maximum speed of around 70 km per hour does not act as a number that is used every day, but as a reserve that changes the philosophy of the driving. As this is a high speed and requires precautions and some experience, it is definitely not something for beginners. The most important part of the whole experience is not the speed, but the feeling of control and speed. Stability remains present, that the steering does not become nervous and the entire scooter remains predictable. The super large 60-watt 20-amp-hour battery gives the G4 model serious autonomy that separates it from the classic urban scooters. In ideal conditions, it is possible to reach about 75 km, which already puts it in the category of long trips without charging. In real use, where different driving modes, acceleration and terrain are combined, the realistic range is between 50 and 60 km. Still, that is more than enough for the everyday needs of most users. Charging takes 10 to 12 hours, which naturally puts it in the overnight usage cycle. In practice, that means you come home, plug it, and it's ready the next day without any further thought. The suspension system on the G4 combines 4-arm shock absorbers that work together to cushion bumps. In practice, this means that the impact that would directly affect your arms and legs on a stiffer scooter are significantly reduced here. On poor asphalt roads and uneven bike paths, the difference is immediately noticeable. Instead of hard bumps, the ride remains relatively smooth and controlled. The 11-inch 90mm ultra-wide off-road tires further enhance this effect. The width and air volume helps absorb small vibrations and provide additional stability and higher speeds. They hold you up very well on asphalt, but they also perform surprisingly competently on gravel, dirt roads and light off-road sections. Altogether makes the G4 not seem limited to the city but naturally extend beyond urban conditions. IPX4 protection on the G4 means that the device is adapted to the real conditions of city driving, where the weather conditions are not always ideal. The dual disc brake system plays a key role in such performance. Engine power does not mean much if it cannot be controlled, and here the brakes provide very reliable and stable stopping. Braking is progressive, meaning that the power can be dosed very precisely at the higher speeds. That becomes extremely important, and sudden wheel locking or unstable braking can easily upset the balance. There is none of that in aggressive sense here, everything remains predictable. Despite the folding option, the KuKirin G4 remains a large and massive scooter that clearly defines its category. The weight of about 37 kilograms immediately sets the line between the portable device and the vehicle. The folding mechanism is useful in situations where the scooter needs to be placed in the car, garage or storage space, but in everyday life it does not change the fact that this is a heavy device. In practice, that means you do not carry it often, but use it where it makes sense. After a few days of testing, we can say that the KuKirin G4 has lived up all expectations and it's listed as one of their best sellers. Powerful 2000-watt motor, a maximum speed of about 70 km per hour, a large 60-watt 20-amp battery and excellent stability make it a scooter that offers much more than just ordinary city transportation. What we especially like is not just its power, but the way it transfers it on the road. Acceleration are smooth, handling inspires confidence, and thanks to the solid frame, quality suspension and large 11-inch tires, the ride remains pleasant even at higher speeds. If you're looking for a model that offers serious performance, long range, high levels of comfort and safety, and can serve equally well for daily driving and weekend adventures, the KuKirin G4 is definitely a model worth considering. If you are considering adding the KuKirin G4 as your daily driver, you can find the official purchase link below this video. Don't miss out on the chance to take advantage of a current promotional pricing. Act quickly as the offer is limited. Secure your KuKirin G4 e-scooter today and experience new level of riding enjoyment. That wraps up our review for now. Be sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more reviews. Thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.